Very good morning class. Today SS. As we know that third part of what? Of 15th chapter economic development. Today we are going to discuss the third and the important section of economic development. So let's start. Previously, in the previous lectures, in the two parts of the the chapter has been extended. This is the chapter of economics and is extended in three parts. So let's recall your all the points. Let's recall all the points. And economic activities, we discussed about economic development, how the country is economically developed, how the country is economically developing, what is per capita income, what is national income, how our lifestyle will affect the country, and how economic development of country will affect our lifestyle. Got it? These are the initial points of the chapter. Also, we discussed about India. As India is a developing country because approx I think $735 if the per capita income of a country is less than $735 per annum. It's not per annum, it's just 735 according to World Bank. So $735 means our country, the per capita income of our country is less than $735. This is the reason our country is a developing country. Now, which are the factors responsible for our backwardness and for our developing scenario? So it's a less per capita income, population growth, unequal distribution, poverty, dual economy, and many more things. The factors is quite necessary for the exam point of view because it is the chance. There may be chances that they will ask this question in 5 marks. Explain the factors which are responsible for India as a developing country. Got it? These are important points. You have to explain each topics in a proper way and in 2 to 3 lines. Now we have economic and non-economic activities. We also discussed economic and non-economic activities. Economic and non-economic activities mean was the activities from which one can earn and economics from which he or she will not earn anything. So that was the point, economic and non-economic activities. And you know what? Suppose nurturing a child is a non-economic activities. Doing a job for a company is economic activities. Helping an elder brother is non-economic activities, and running an academy is economic activities. Teaching someone is an economic activities. Okay, or providing a tuition to someone or coaching to someone, that's economic activities. So this is the non-economic and economic activities. Also, we discussed about structure of economy of our country. That was primary, secondary, and service. Got it? Primary, secondary, and service. Primary means the most part of our country depends upon that occupation is a primary. So what is that? It's agriculture. Our country depends on agriculture, and approximately 60% of occupation is generated from agriculture, but only 22% of the national income is generated from agriculture. So primary sector is endangered. Now we have secondary sector. Secondary sector means what? Ownership. Industries, factories, plants, big farms, companies, all these are secondary sector. As our country is doing very well and it's growing very well in secondary sector, then also we need some more powerful capital, land, and entrepreneurship and research so that we can grow more in secondary sector. Now we have third one, service sector. Service sector means doing a job as an employee earning monthly salary is a service sector. And in secondary sector, earning a profit, earning like in investing and earning in crores, lakh. They in companies in the firms they are not earning like a salary. They earn a profit that is tremendous. But in service sector, it's a one pay scale, and the company will pay you according to your terms and according to your dates. And all these things that you know very well, we have discussed in part one. Now we will go the factors of production. There is land, like capital and labor. Land is necessary. Capital, land is one place where you can grow your business. You can earn business. Now, idle land is just a property. But if you construct something, it will become an asset. As a idle land is also idle. But you know what? If someone will use, then they will construct something, and you will use. You will earn from that asset. You will, you will earn a part of land only. But if the value has been arised, you will get more benefit. So that's land. Now we have capital, means research, hard work, and all the tools and equipments that required to run a company and run a firm or an industry is called capital. Now we have third, entrepreneurship. No, we have a labor also. We have labor. We need a handwork also, manpower also, because capital means money. It's capitalism. It's money. Now we have labor means handwork, means a person doing purposely. He is using herself or himself to do some activity instead of sitting idle. It's called a labor. Means construction of building. We need a big scale laborers, a scale of big scale laborers, so they can go the hard activities and they can construct. Got it? So that's labor, handwork. Now we have entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship means all the three things are immersed and to earn money. That's called entrepreneur. And someone is using all these things, all these factors to do something. Suppose you are an entrepreneur. You are an entrepreneur. You will own a land, construct a building, invest in a building, construct a building with the help of labor, and then you will earn lots of profit. You will become entrepreneur. What you have done? Land, capital, labor, arrange lots of money. Simple funda of business. Now we have distribution factors of production. As the factor of production is not equally distributed, because of that we are facing day-to-day life and day-to-day crisis. The price is also one of the important factor and also responsible for the distribution. Let me take an example that dry fruits is very costly because initially the dry fruits are manufactured costly because a lots of capital, it requires a lots of capital and manpower and skills. Because of that it is very costly, and when it reaches to us it becomes more costly. So only the higher class can afford, and the middle class like us, you have to, it's for us, it's like a prasad only. Every month, once a month like Poonam, my mom used to bring little bit kaju, little bit badam, and we used to do like, it's this much only, you have to take prasad. Okay, so this is the scenario of our country and of my life. So this is the, scene. I have explained to you that how dry fruits will affect our standard of life. Suppose you are bringing dry fruits in your lunch box, it's like, oh, dry fruits, it's too much. But suppose you are giving, in Navratri also we used to give prasad like dry fruits. Oh, prasad also. So this is the standard of life. Okay, and people like us, they use gadia in Navratri. Oh, gadia is used to. We are used to for that. So this is the situation that we face. Now, the most important thing we will discuss about market system, methods of allocation of resource. We have a tremendous resource that we are using nowadays. We have natural resource, we have artificial resource, We have transformed the natural resource into artificial resource. So this is the point that but how to utilize that, how to allocate that resource is the only. You have knowledge, but if you don't know how to execute, then you are useless. If you have a lots of money, but you can't own a business or can't run a business, then you are a loser. It's like you have a power like Shaktiman, but you can't go from Bhopal to Sarkhej in the point of second, then you are nothing. So be like Shaktiman. Now, first, let's discuss about method of allocation of resource. There are approximately three methods. First, we have a market system. Second, we have socialist system, and third, we have mixed system. The most important thing, all this system, that's allocation of resource, is the one of the important reason. Because of that reason, a country becomes developed, developing, underdeveloped, poor. So, market system. You know what? If you have, means the scale of your resource is low, then how you will utilize and how you will do some research so that you can reuse that resource. Otherwise, you have to find more opportunities to get that resource. Are you getting the point? This is the most important thing that we have to discuss today. So, we have market system. First, let's discuss about market system. Market system and social system. First, we will discuss market system. Market system means what? A system. Yes. First of all, which country adopts this system? That's we have nation like America, Japan. They are market system. It is also called as capital system. Also called as capital system. Means what? If you it is mostly dependent upon profit. Simple language. In simple language, if you want to understand this system, if you will work more, you will earn more. In America and Japan, wages and salary are paid on the basis of hours, the working hours, not working days. Okay? Please ensure yourself in this point. Working hours and working days. Working hours means what? In a day you are working for 24 hours. If suppose they are paying you $100 or $50, let's take an example of $100, and if you will work 10 hours, means what you have earned, or let's take an example 24, you will earn $2,400 in a day. And if you will, if suppose a day you are working for a day and the system is paying your salary on the basis of how many days you have worked. Suppose a day you will be paid 250 rupees or 300 rupees max. That is the difference between capitalism and non-capitalism. In America, it's like capitalism. If they will work hard more and more, they will earn more and more. So here in Japan also. So because of that, people gets crazy to do job. In India it's necessary, but there they think that for 8 hours I am earning this much, I will work for 15 hours. But for what you are earning? You are earning for your livelihood and your requirements and necessity. But if doing a lots of job and lots of work, if you are not alive to enjoy your livelihood, what kind of that things? Are you getting my point? It's not worthless. It's worthless to do a job for 15 hours. But in Japan also, I have seen many videos there. I realized that in Japan people are too much silent, too much hard worker, too much intelligent, too much cooperative, and everything too much was there. But in India, it's like अरे हो जाएगा, हम कर लेंगे यार, because of this we are here, but we are very good people, okay, so we are very proud of people. Bharat Mata ki jai. Okay, now, so people invest in those industries where they find more scope of profit and something that's called capital system, and owner has his increased working capacity to extend in order to maximum profit. Yes, let's see. Yes, now we'll go in deep. The owner will decide the working hour. Okay, suppose on this project if you will work 10 hours, 10 hours you will be paid like this. If you will work 12 hours, you will be paid extra. Got it? So 10 hours mandatory, 12 hours extra. So people will work for 12 hours only. Because they think I have worked for 10 hours, now we will work for 12. What happened? I will work for 2 hours also. I can earn extra also now. So because of that, the owner designates the working hour, and then they will do their, got it. Either research also are done in order to get the more working hour and more profit, and the market is here so powerful. Investment is done very rapidly. Now, and the new system, because of now we have there is a ownership. There is ownership in this, and also economic decisions are taken. Government, yes, government never interfere in your business. Never. You have to pay the tax. It's mandatory, but it will never. Now, the benefits of the there are some benefits and non-benefits also. Economic freedom of individual is protected. Benefits. Quality of things improve because of competition. Quality is also improved, and we have because of lack of policy, the role of state natural resources are wasted. Because if the resource is not properly utilized, resource has not been done. So research has not been properly done, then the resource cannot be allotted properly. It's the limitation of this. Over class, one more thing that you have to prepare it very well, because in exam, suppose they will ask you enlist method of allocation, like enlist method of allocation. Answer is market, capital, social, and digit, and explain this economy. All this portion in 5 months, entire topic is covered. So it is necessary that you should prepare it very well. Benefits, limitation, whatever. Okay, details, description, benefits, limitations, and the country in which these are adopted. You have to mention in the 5 marks. In 5 marks, got it? This is now. Let's continue. There is a fear of monopoly and exploitation of labor also. Yes, and I told you that if the person are and they are admired that if you can do 10-hour work, 10 hours of work, you can do 12 hours also. So this is one kind of exploitation. You are using the labor by paying them. But suppose if he is not unable to do 12 hours, then also he is motivated, or you can use the word forced to do 12 hours. So that is called exploitation, and many more things they have to face regarding this job. But what happens to owner? They just run their business. Now we have socialist system. Now the second one is socialist system. Now we have socialist system. Socialist system means what? Yes, it's a quite opposite of market system. Now we'll discuss about socialist system. It's exactly opposite of market system. Exactly opposite. So you will write this word that exactly opposite of the socialist market system. And in the in socialist system, entire resource and research is carried out by state only. State takes care of entire thing. Means The ownership is not properly defined here, or the ownership cannot be enjoyed by any person. You are running a company, but the entire power is by government, state government only. You are one that kind of employee that you don't have to do anything, but then also you are an employee. You are not an owner. Okay, these are the my words. Don't write in the book or the answer. You have to write your textbook answer, textual or write the content. I just try to explain that they are employed, but the power is by government, state government. The resource that if you want to enrich in your company, you have to take permission. The research, the resource, whatever, you have to take permission because the state is operating the company. The state has the more stakeholders than you. See, here there is advantage, there is disadvantage. If there is a ownership, then it should be the accountability and responsibility should be both performed by owner. He can do whatever he want to. If you want to increase his scale, he can do. If you want to do some, cut off the power supply or cut off the labor supply, cut off the work, and instead of labor, if you want to do machines, then he can use. But in this socialist system, he has to take the permission of state. Got it? Yes. Here, in socialist system, labors are paid on the basis of their work, on the return of their work. Here also we can say working hour is not necessary. Work is completed or not is necessary. How many hours you have done and girl in that work is not necessary. Work is completed is necessary. So laborers are paid on the basis of it. Got it? Here the profit is not focused, social welfare is focused. Here the profit is not focused, social welfare is focused. And now let's discuss about the benefits of social system. We have disparity of income and property is removed. Income property is removed. Ownership is removed. Consumers are not exploited. Consumers are not exploited. And laborers are also not exploited. But then also, limitation. There is a lack of individual freedom in this system. Yes. That's the most important lack, the most important disadvantage is individual freedom. You are owned and operated by a state government. You have nothing to show power of yourself. You are just an employee. You can't say a single word. You can't breathe a single word because you are just a laborer. A owner also just one kind of employer or laborer. Now we have yes, because of complete interference of the state, there is a fear of bureaucracy. Yes, there is a fear of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy means what? The government will operate and inspect also. The changes that you have performed, that you are going to perform, or that you have already performed, will directly, they will directly contact with that thing, and they have the power of questioning. You have to give the answer, the changes you have done, because here the state government will run a board of members that will check and that will make or point eye on you, will make eye on you the changes you are done in the company. Got it? So the individual ideas or the natural ideas, you can say, the owner that he want to do that, I got that idea, he want to change this thing or company, he can't do because there is a board of there is a board of members. He has to present that idea to the board of members. Means board of members is like a team of a presenter of state honor. So the board of members will discuss within the team, and they will think that whether the point is okay or not. So then only you can change. It's a mega change, it's not small changes. Hiring some more employees and many more are you can throw out the members out of your company. These are the small features. But suppose you are the CEO of a company, Chief Executive Officer. But if you are not behaving properly, if you are not doing a part of your job, then you have to face the problem. Okay, let's got it. Now, last but not the least, we have mixed economy. Last, we have mixed economy. The mixed economy, it is considered as a social and market system. In both, in a mixed economy, social welfare is also considered, and profit is also considered. So this is not the important question that they will ask, because in socialist, the most important is socialist and market system. So mixed economy is it's a product of market and social. It's a product of market and social. It's a mixed economy. So mixed economy is, as it solves the social welfare, it takes care of the society, it generates income, and it generates and it they earn lots of profit also. So these are the important things of mixed economy. Some of the important points also are, the mixed economy is such an economic system in which important place is given to economic planning and taking economic decisions. Economic decision, economic planning are decisions. Agriculture is considered as a mixed economy. Public and private sector coexist in both the sectors, do not work or compete, rather they work as a complementary to each other. Yes. Private and public sector both work with each other. Private and public sector. Let's take an example of agriculture. It's considered as a private sector also. Yes, but public sector also. Government is taking part in that, and government is also help. Some corporate companies are also there, in which government also have stakeholders and the private owners have also stakeholders. Some of the employees are fixed, some of the employees are not fixed. Okay. And here, in the third part of this chapter, third part of economic development is over. One of the important chapter, one of the most interesting chapter of economy. Okay. And here our lecture is over.